So, we've all heard of super Earths, right? Big planets, more room for life. Sounds perfect. Except it isn't. The universe is terrible at making planets compatible with life. Most of these so called Earth like worlds, dead, or crushingly inhospitable. But before we dive into that, let's explore why life might actually be everywhere, and how that doesn't make us any less special. First, let's talk about the habitable zone, that sweet spot around a star where water could exist. You've probably seen those diagrams. A green circle with Earth chillin' in the middle. Seems straightforward, right? But green circle doesn't always mean life. Most planets in the habitable zone don't make the cut, for reasons that are more challenging than you might expect. Here's the trick. Just because a planet is in the right orbit doesn't actually just make it livable. Gravity, rotation, radiation. The universe has lots of tricks up her sleeve to fuck us up. First, a quick disclaimer. A super Earth isn't some deluxe habitable paradise. It actually just means a planet bigger than Earth. That's it. Bigger mass, bigger radius. Not necessarily more life-friendly. In fact, take gravity. Super Earths are 2 to 10 times the mass of Earth. Sounds cool, right? More mountains, bigger oceans, except bigger gravity also means thicker atmosphere. Why? Well, gravity pulls on every molecule of gas, holding them to the surface. On a super Earth, that atmosphere can be tens of times denser than Earth's, enough to crush any life we know. So even if a planet is in the habitable zone, just standing there would probably be fatal. And really, bigger doesn't always mean better. It's about the motion of the ocean. Then there's tidal locking. Some of these planets rotate once per orbit, so one side always faces the star. One side scorched, one side frozen, middle ground, no. Well, why does this happen? Well, close-in planets get locked in by their star's gravity, keeping the same face pointed at it forever. Basically, your planet just got unlucky. And don't even get me started on stellar flares. Red dwarfs, the most common star in our galaxy, frequent, violent eruptions of radiation. Well, why does this even matter? So planets close to these stars get blasted with high energy particles which can strip away their atmosphere and fry any surface life. In other words, most promising worlds just waiting to fail. So with all that, you might think life's super rare, right? And you wouldn't be wrong, kind of. Complex life is probably rare. Intelligent life, even rarer. But microbial life? Well, chemistry is stubborn. When the conditions exist, even briefly, life tends to find a way. While the universe sucks at making planets, it's surprisingly persistent in creating life. Life could be everywhere, but intelligent observers, ones that require very stable conditions to survive, are probably vanishingly uncommon. That makes Earth special, not because life itself is miraculous, but because we are here to notice it. The universe is very bad at making habitable planets. Life finds a way anyway, and somehow we got lucky enough to experience it. That's both terrifying and comforting, depending on how optimistic you're feeling today. So the next time you hear some super Earth discovery, remember, bigger doesn't mean better. And when we do find a world that's actually habitable, it'll be a jackpot in the universe that almost never hits.